Last week was all about the mantle, and today I'm finishing up the family room. Hey, it's Becca. Welcome to my channel. This is the tree that I'm going to decorate today. Probably do it off camera just to spare you some pretty unattractive views. But wanted to chat with you for a minute about it. This is from King of Christmas. I received this tree as part of a collaboration with them last year. Absolutely love it. Has lots of these little micro lights, and it'll go from white lights to colored with the press of a button on the remote. Now, while I love the amount of lights that are on here, one thing I do to pretty much every tree is add an extra strand of the little micro lights. But see the difference that just adding a little bit of twinkle lights can add to your tree? It just, to me, it brings it alive and makes it more magical. I always like to coordinate my colors over on the mantle with what's going on the tree and vice versa. So this year, as far as ribbon, I'm going with this darker red. I think it will tie in nicely with Santa's cloak. My favorite plaid ribbon in the whole wide world. I love how it will tie in with the plaid over on the tree, or the houses on the mantle. And then this really pretty ribbon. I like that burlappy background, and the ornaments, I don't know, they seem to have a nostalgic feel to them. Once again, I think it will go nicely with the mantle. And then I'm going to be adding ornaments such as these, again with that deep red, the deer to tie in with the deer that I added over on the mantle and Santa. I love these, their shape, and the colors match those of the ornaments that I just shared with you. Found these really pretty ornaments, again with that deeper red. Now these are glass. I know they don't look like they are, and while I usually prefer shatterproof, I just couldn't resist these, so let's hope that they don't break. These are another new purchase. How fun are they? Hopefully I can get them into focus. But they are lights, they come with clips, and you just attach them to the ends of your branches. I cannot wait to get these on the tree. I think they will tie in perfectly with that vintage feel. And here is the after. Starting up at the top, I have my crazy tree topper where I just place different branches down into the tree. I have the red faux fern, glittery branches, a little bit of faux eucalyptus and red berries, and the faux deer antlers. And I went with those just, you know, to tie in with Santa and the reindeer. And then I filled the tree with the ribbon I shared with you earlier, the new deeper red glass ornaments. I didn't break one. Yeah, here I have these ornaments. So basically it's just the red, green, white, and a little bit of gold. I have these little picks, little faux houses in two different kinds, that kind. And I love adding snowflakes as fillers. I have those all over the tree. I also added eucalyptus to tie in with the tree topper. And I also have some larger ornaments that I just kind of scattered around. I have one there, over there, one down there. And then when I can, I'll add a few glass ornaments or plastic, but see-through, just so you can see the lights. I have these little white berry picks that I added. And speaking of lights, oh my gosh, the ones I shared with you earlier, I love them. Unfortunately, I ran out of batteries, so I didn't get to fill all of them. So basically you insert one AA inside, and then it works with the remote, so I can have them flicker faster or slower. And I just place them all around the tree. And like I said, I ran out of batteries, so I need to finish filling them. But if you step back, you can see the twinkle lights. Fortunately, it's kind of cloudy here in Virginia today, so you can see the tree a bit better. But the twinkle lights just give it dimension. And then the clip-on lights, the candle lights, just add that little bit of vintage or nostalgia. I added some coordinating boxes, but I ran out of ribbons, so I need to finish those as well. All of this will be ready for my Christmas home tour. And then once I was done with the tree, I made a couple of small changes to the fireplace. I ended up adding a few of these gold branches or picks just to tie in with the tree a little bit better. Also wrapped lights around the white trees on each end. I had leftover garland, so I placed that above Santa's portrait. And then placed a few berries and lights in it. Although I need to fix it. I don't like how it is on top of the canvas there, but not on that side. So that will be fixed before the tour. And while I had every intention of decorating the bookcases with you all, I just started decorating them off camera and I didn't stop. So I thought I would share them with you today and just chat with you about them for a little bit. Starting down at the bottom, I have this adorable figure of the reindeer and the sleigh. I found this at Big Lots a few years ago. I just love how it fills the space. I'm surprised I haven't painted it yet, but I actually like the wood tones, just the warmth that it adds. And then I just layered a couple of books. I love getting my books for the holidays from Goodwill, just so I can get them in the colors that I need. Added a simple picture, a little bit of greenery, and the berries that match those over on the mantle. And coming up here, found these houses at Michael's a few years ago. As you can see, they're paper. It was actually a longer row, but I cut them in half just to get more bang for my buck. Thought they would be perfect in here this year because they have that deeper red, the green, and the white. And then I added 2 of these trees, 1 to each end. They're from Hobby Lobby. They kind of match those on the houses. But they were green and I just painted the tips white, added a little bit of glitter just to give them a more festive look. And then I have a simple lantern there. Some bowls that I normally fill with ornaments, so I may go back and do that. And then I have more books, but this year, instead of adding a bookend or stacking them, I wrapped them with a little bit of ribbon and just tucked one little piece of faux winter greenery in there just to give them a holiday look. But once again, you can see I've got the red, green, and white books. Again, those are from Goodwill. An inexpensive way to add a little bit of a festive look to your bookcases. On the top shelf are more houses and trees. And then over on this side, in case you're new to my channel, I am in love with symmetry. I have to have that balance. So usually what you see on the left is what you see on the right. So once again, I have the houses with the trees. I have the books wrapped in ribbon, a little piece of greenery, the bowls, the lantern, and just repeated the houses. And then up top, where I had the sleigh and the picture on the bottom over on the other side, I have them on the top here. So it kind of tricks my brain that I'm a little asymmetrical when in fact I know I'm not. And then on top of the cabinets in the middle, first thing I did was to add this faux garland, my favorite garland. It's the same one that I added to the mantle. Then I added that little strand of lights, some berries, once again tying in with what I did over on the fireplace. And to each end I added a vintage, or I guess he is a little vintage Santa. I love his cloak, that deeper red, the tree, the presents, the wreath with the bird. And then one little deer, candles, and the candle itself has the holly and berries in it. And slowly coming this way, just did the same thing over on this side as well. Another candle, deer, and Santa. Moving on over to the sofa, ended up bringing in the plaid pillows that I shared with you in my Christmas decor haul video, alternated with solid white, and then added the really pretty sled pillow from Costco right in the middle. On the accent chairs, I had 2 extra plaid pillows, so I placed one in each chair, along with a smaller cable knit pillow for a little bit of texture. And then above the sofa, kept the sofa table, ended up adding another tall reindeer. This matches the one over by the fireplace. Same red bow. Flanked him with the trees that match those in the bookcases. Added a little bit of garland. I think I'm going to extend that to, go the length of the sofa table, and then I'll add lights as well. Of course, I had to give the lamps a little embellishment by just adding this thinner plaid ribbon that matches the ribbon that's over on the tree. And then to each side of the sofa, I added these thinner trees. These are my absolute favorite narrow trees. I can link them for you, or will link them for you down below. But kept it super simple because I didn't want them competing with the main tree. But I added some of the same elements like the plaid ribbon, eucalyptus, the little white berries, the same snowflake ornaments. However, this is where the bell garland wound up. I had wanted to add the bell garland to the mantle, but the twine, I wasn't crazy about it on the mantle, but I love it wrapped in the trees over here. It kind of ties it all together. Added this tray filled with candles and greenery to the coffee table, along with this beautiful gold reindeer and very wrinkled dishcloth that I've scrunched up to hide those wrinkles, and then placed this bowl filled with beautiful deep red ornaments right on top. One more piece to share before we have a look around is this. It's made its way all over our house. I found this little table at Home Goods years ago, then layered a woven charger, a little lamp, and at the base is this same garland that's, made to look like a wreath. It matches the garland that I added to the smaller reindeer. Down below is a little basket that I filled with this red throw that matches the throw that's on the chair by the fireplace. I have a pillow that I'm going to add in there. I just need to find it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video and will consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be back next week with lots more Christmas decor. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.